What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Ooh, my channel, my channel. Okay, today will be a girl talk. It'll be about confidence, loving yourself, and society's standard on beauty and why you should not follow it. So to start off, I'm gonna talk about myself and why I didn't have any confidence or didn't love myself or didn't think I was beautiful. So growing up was kind of hard for me. I was bullied for like 4 years straight. Even after that, family would be the people bullying me. Throughout those years, it was like friends. Being called pretty much anything out the book, if you want to be honest. I was fat. I was called muffin top. What else? I was, you're ugly. You're never gonna be anything. Why are you here? You still eating? The food not going nowhere. Like, just a whole bunch of BS, as my mother would say. But as a kid, going through like puberty and like all these changes, that's when you start to really work on your confidence, if that makes sense. Like, that's when you start to find it or start to try to build towards it. And when I constantly heard stuff like that, it would just bring it down. Like, I wouldn't think that I was beautiful or I belonged here or all this extra, because of all the negative things that were being said to me at the time. So I didn't have it at all. And throughout high school was so much better because I had the right friends and I surrounded myself with the right people. But even in high school, going from about 4 years of hearing pretty much you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit, to going to like a positive environment, it was like a big step up or whatever. And that's what really forced me to work on myself. And honestly, if I'm being honest, it was so hard, like so hard, because like I said, keep hearing things, you're gonna start to believe it. So I will always, like, if I had a good day, it would be so good, but then I will find something to blow it. Like, just find anything to blow it. Like, that top, why would you even wear that? Or that hairstyle, girl, what was you doing? Or like, oh, you got a pimple, you not it. So I would just do like stuff like that to myself. And I'm laughing now because it's just like, it was a crazy way of me thinking.
What?
And I know so much people who like told me throughout high school, like, you're very confident and I can see it in the way you act and the way you talk. And I'm just like, me? Confident? Me and confident? Or me believing in myself or loving myself? Those things did not go together, like, at all. So it was shocking to hear. And I would ask them, like, what makes you think that? And they would say, like, the way you carry yourself, the way you uplift other people, and how you're so like positive. You would never be able to think that you did not believe in yourself or you did not have that confidence. So those was kind of the reasons why I started to start trying to believe myself and start to build confidence. I'm gonna skip around this list. Some of the steps that I used was, I cut out negativity, because being in middle school and hearing all those things, it was so much negative things and negative people. So I cut, even in high school, like, if I felt like you was gonna invade my personal space or put me down, clip, you're gone. See you, bye bye, have a nice life. And also I got a journal and I wrote it down. If I didn't feel comfortable talking to other people about it, I wrote it down in my journal. Another thing is, I made daily affirmations. Looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, girl, you a bad bitch. Or I'm like, girl, you look good today, sis. Like, hey, you do it. Or I'll just tell myself positive things. And I was, quote unquote, speaking it into existence and manifesting it into myself. So I started to believe it. Or I would dress up for myself and hear my friends be like, girl, you look cute today. Hey, I was like, hey, bitch, I'm doing it. So I'm weird, sorry. But I would like, it would start to make me feel better about myself. And let's get to society, because baby, society ain't it at all. Society, I feel like, places this standard or this myth that women are supposed to look a certain way or act a certain way. They're supposed to have the curly hair, be brown skin, light skin with big lips, thick thighs, big butt, big boobs, small waist. And it's just like, that's so not realistic. And I feel like a lot of people fight to have that certain look and to fit into society's standards, because it's just like, well, if that's what everybody wants me to look like, then why shouldn't I strive for it? But girl, you should not do that. Even if you got a little gut like me, or even if you don't, even if you try to pinpoint something in yourself that you do not like, cut it out. Embrace it. Like, I have my lips, I was told, see, can't speak. I was told my lips is mad big, da da da. And I'm just like, okay. And they juicy too. Why don't you taste it? Now let me stop. But there used to be mad things that I was just like, no, girl, that gut, you cannot be going outside wearing no crop tops or wearing no bodysuits, no none of that. And then one day I'm like, let me try it. And I did it for myself. Put on my little high-waisted jeans, covered up the little gut with my crop top, and I felt good about myself. Yeah, the little fupa, I don't know, people call it a fupa, the little pouch. Yeah, it was showing a little bit, but I felt good about myself. And it's like, I see people, like, to this day, yeah, they a little on the thick side or whatever, but they wear their crop tops, and I dead be like, period, sis, you did that. Don't let anybody tell you didn't do that, because that's what you did. You did it. And that's it, and that's all. And it's just like, back to society, like, they place a standard on how women should be. And even like boys, they fall into this trap that like, oh yeah, if my girl have a gut, I'm not gonna be with her. Or my girl gotta have this and this and that, and she can't have that, or I'm not messing with her. Boy, what? Because do we complain when you don't look like your picture? Or when certain body parts don't match up with what you was telling us or showing us? Do we say anything? No. So I just feel like you shouldn't let people, especially boys, put you down. If you're gay, bisexual, whatever you want to be, whoever you're dating should not put you down. They should uplift you. And if they are, cut it, cut it off. I'm done not playing. Like, seriously, cut it off. Because that's not good. Or even if, like, they're not disrespecting you in that way by, like, bullying you or whatever, but they're disrespecting you in, like, giving attention to other people or cheating or blah, 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 and you start to feel bad about yourself, speaking from personal experience, cut it off. No matter how much you feel like you love the person, no matter how much you feel like you like the person, cut it off. And a book that I would recommend for you guys to read is The Beauty Myth by Naomi Scott.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Wolf. Naomi Wolf. Woo, Naomi Scott is an actress. Naomi Wolf. I read it last semester, and it was a part of, like, my final or whatever. And it's actually a really good book, like, a really good book. And it opened my eyes to a lot of things. Like, this is really how it was written in, like, I don't want to lie, but I'm not sure. But I think it was written in, like, the 1990s. And most of it to this day is so true. Like, so true. And it's crazy how it was written back then, but a lot of the same stuff still apply today. Like, read it. I don't even like books. Read it. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. If you have to put on a face mask, you know, do whatever you gotta do. Put on some makeup. Wear that little tight dress. Even if you just want to take pictures, do whatever you do to take care of yourself so you feel like, damn, I'm that bitch. And that's on period. Nobody could tell me nothing. Nobody could ruin my day. No, none of that. And people who I've seen, like celebrities who I've seen like embrace who they are and like have their natural bodies and be like, yeah girl, you should keep that, is Lizzo. My sis is that bitch, okay? She looks good, she embraces her body, and her music, her music uplifts women, and I love it. Meg Thee Stallion, okay? I don't got her knees, working on it. I don't got her knees, but she, in her music, she uplifts women. There is this Instagrammer who I love so much. Her name is Amber Wagner, and I will put her @ for her Instagram somewhere, like right here. If you don't follow her, she has so many different ways of uplifting people. She shows you her own personal journey and weight, and she just love her, like no words. Bad girl, perfection. And that's honestly pretty much it. Stop believing society's standards. Yes, I'm not saying growing confidence or loving yourself and feeling beautiful is gonna happen overnight, but don't believe the hype. Don't believe what you see on TV or these women with plastic bodies or these Instagram models, and don't believe it. Don't. Because honestly, some of them, like I said, some of them are plastic. They didn't feel good about themselves enough to work on it or love themselves for who they are, so they had to get surgery to feel good about themselves. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with surgery. If that's what you feel like you have to do to feel good about yourself, kudos to you, baby. But for me personally, I wouldn't do that, because God gave me this body, and if somebody wants to try to love me, you're gonna love me for me, and that's it, or you're not gonna love me at all. I tell people that all the time. You gonna love me for me, or that's it. Bye. There's so many other people who are gonna love you and are gonna appreciate you. So just remember, cut off the bad people. Don't believe the hype, because our world, especially now, is surrounded by social media and how you're supposed to look. Don't watch it. Pitting women against each other. Oh, who wore it best, or who looks better, or you see these women fighting over each other and talking down to each other, and I hate it. Like, we are women. We're supposed to be uplifting each other and making each other better. Even if, say, you don't like a certain person, still uplift them, support them. You could eat, just not at my table, and I will make sure you eat with my little bit of friends or my little bit of supporters or followers or whatever. I will let them see, like, go follow sis, go do that, she doing her thing over there. I don't care. Like, me, I just have a big heart, so that don't mean nothing to me. Daily affirmations. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you are that bitch, and nobody won't tell you nothing different. If you don't feel like you have anybody to talk to, write it down. Writing it out, especially if you don't want to talk it out, I think I said this before, it makes it so much better, because you're not keeping it in. Because if you keep stuff in, you're going to keep it in and keep it in and keep it in until one day you're going to explode. Whether that's a breakdown, you throw a tantrum, you go on a rant. Make posts about yourself. I don't care if people be like, oh, she's cocky. It's not cocky. It's speaking it to existence. Make a post, be like, I'm that bitch, I'm cute. I don't care if nobody else could see it, I could see it, blah, blah, period. Do what you gotta do. I hope this was helpful. Please comment if you want more videos like this. Like I said, I'm new to this, and I'm still trying to get comfortable in front of a camera and talking. And if you saw me looking anywhere else, I'm sorry. Sorry that I can't speak, because I did this video like 3 times and I was fucking up because I can't speak. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And just to add on, if nobody is gonna tell you, let me be the first to tell you. You are so beautiful. You are so smart. You are amazing. You are talented. You will be somebody. And you are worth it. Okay? Love you. And see you in the next video.